People say that's not his
That's
album,
definitely a collaboration album. That's definitely a compilation album.
but it's not.
I wouldn't even
on the
claim
cover, it
people.
doesn't say compilation album. It says Jay-Z, Rock La Familia.
Let me do this real quick. What up? It's your boy T.
Yeah, it's your man B.
And you want to ride up? We got our guy Felix here. I am Kelegod, and we talking that. We're talking that rap shit. We're gonna talk that battle rap shit in a second, though. We're gonna get into that battle rap shit.
I definitely want Bobby to come in here because his man's is from Millville, and I need to talk about this.
Yeah,
like Millville's right next to Vineland, and I wanna get his opinion on that. But like, yeah, man, we talking battle, we talking rap. We was talking about rap right before we got on officially.
I saw it. And I was like, let me go ahead and drop this off before y'all got too deep into it. And we had to cut them off because y'all was talking about that Rock La Familia being Felix's favorite album. Rock
La Familia was my favorite album, but I'm like I was saying this album right here, Big Pimpin' set the blueprint for Jay, and that's when his career started to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, DMX was just running shit like. I don't see anybody fucking with X. Even Jay-Z admit that shit. Nobody was fucking with X. The only thing about X was X didn't know, his mistake was he was too street to be knowledgeable about the business side. And because of that, his realness kind of
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got busted for, drinking and, you're not supposed to be driving while your license suspended. Why are you still driving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just going to jail over some petty shit. You know what I'm saying? And because of his, visitation at the boy camp, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't able to, to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, once he elevate, he did not look back. You know what I'm saying? And of course, his catalog is way more longer than X. Pause. But I felt like peer-to-peer, 20 records, Jay-Z's 20 records, best work, versus DMX 20 records, best work, I think X will edge him.
I feel like Hove did a really good job, like, strategically of boxing other rappers out, you know what I'm saying, to win the long game. Like, the 20 records, I mean, there's a lot of rappers from that era who sort of faded out going into the 2000s, or they had their stardom sort of declined going into the 2000s. Whereas, like, success-wise, Hove never really started to exceed his numbers. Like, they kept him steady. You know what I'm saying? He was doing 1.52, 1.52. The only one he ever really went crazy numbers-wise was was Volume 2, because it had a lot of commercial singles on it. But everything else was just one plat, you know what I'm saying, 1.22. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you had guys like when X came out, X would do
crush the building.
He would kill. Ja Rule
that nigga
would
was
kill.
A beast, man. This nigga, I didn't even know at that time. that nigga dropped 2 albums in 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, so no artists have done that. Like, I've never seen that before. And he was running that shit.
Facts. Imagine being. This is how you gotta really look at how he moved. Like, look at Jay-Z was calling himself the king of New York. Da 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 da. Meanwhile, you on the same record label with DMX and Ja Rule, and they are smoking you in sales.
Ja Rule wasn't smoking them at that point.
Yes, he was.
Ja Rule started. Ja Rule.
Yes, he was.
His first album started in 2000. Ja Rule really started in 2000.
That's what I'm talking about. Ja Rule had his first. Betty Betty did platinum, right?
Big Pimpin' came out in 99 though, so in 98. So it's hard for me to say. Like, Big Pimpin' was Jay-Z's the biggest record between Hard Knock Life and then
listen,
Big Pimpin'.
Okay, so what did that album do sales wise?
Huh?
What did that album do sales wise?
Which one? Volume 3?
Volume 3. Yeah, Volume 3.
You can't listen. You can't tell me in one second say, oh, this album was slept on, and then say, oh, whole volume 3 up.
No, wait. Before you get to that, it wasn't slept on because nobody knew about it or it didn't sell no records. It was slept on because everybody hated on it when it came out.
Facts. Exactly.
So what I'm it's so good. It was so hated on.
I don't know. I don't know. It was hate. I mean, yeah,
it was hated on. Trust me.
It was
hated on.
I think it was because of it was behind the closed doors. Like I mean, for some people who don't know, but it was behind closed doors between who was the best of New York and Nas was in that that. So it was like a little politics going on with the Nas and the Mobb Deep and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the reason why. But I felt like Jay. I think after Blueprint. This is when he started to like, this is my lane. I'm running the show from now on. And
right. And even when Blueprint was out, he still wasn't the best selling artist on Def Jam.
No, Ja Rule at that point was.
DMX and Ja Rule was still outselling him.
Hold on.
DMX and Ja
Rule. 2001? Def Jam 2001? Because I know he dropped his on September 11th.
He dropped in 2001. Yeah, September 11th.
Now, as far as popularity, Jay-Z was head of DMX. DMX was now starting to decline. But when he dropped the Great Depression, he came out with 2 singles, and they both had success on the airwaves. The We Right Here had a. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, so Jay-Z dropped Blueprint, the Blueprint. Ludacris dropped Word of Mouth. DMX dropped Great Depression. Ja Rule dropped Pain Is Love. Redman dropped Malpractice, and I think Foxy Brown dropped Broken Silence.
Now that Pain Is Love album went like how many platinums?
Huh?
Pain Is Love is Ja Rule's, like, that was the one that set him apart as far as getting money, like getting the sales was concerned. His biggest hits was on Pain Is Love. Like
his second album had hits too.
He was Pain Is Love was dropped number 2.
336.
No, it's actually number 1 on the Billboard charts, but his sales on his first week was 361,000 copies.
So we got another. Before we get into it, we got another guest. Tony Rocka's in the building. What's up, baby boy?
Good boy. What up, man? What up?
So, but what I'm saying is, I feel like what Jay-Z did was he positioned himself in a way where his catalog was eventually going to drown out everybody else's. And that's what he positions. He steady wins the race was his motto. If you look at it, he would drop albums and think about it. They put a lot of resources into Jay-Z being what he was. Like I said to somebody else, I said you comparing DMX's catalog to Jay-Z's catalog. DMX came out on the strength of Dame Grease doing 98% of the production with 1 record from Swiss Beats and maybe some A&R and some engineering and some co-production by Irv Gotti. That's it. Jay-Z been having 4 or 5 producers, super producers, since Volume 1.
Yeah.
Since Volume 1.
Look at Volume 2. Jay did have like a plethora of
I mean, he didn't. I mean, you came to expect Jay-Z to have Timbo, Neptunes, Swiss Beats, Day Premier, Just Blaze, Kanye West. You would expect him to have all these guys on his projects, right? So if you, I mean, imagine the money, like maybe not actual money, but just think in terms of how much it would really cost to have those guys doing your work. You have no choice. So if you really look at it, like based on the success of the albums, his album sales were underwhelming compared to what he was putting into those albums. You got a God flow with all this production, and the sales don't say like he wasn't doing 5 mil, but based on his popularity, you'd expect it though, right?
So regardless of all that, like the sales is one thing, and I feel we're saying 20 songs. We're saying 20 songs.
Yeah.
20
But I
songs.
think what happened, you can say 20. Like my favorite 20 songs might be a lot. It might edge. You know what I mean, Jay, as far as X versus Jay. But what Jay would do to you if in a versus how it's set up and how how we've seen it the last 5 or 6 of them on IG is Jay-Z will take him into 2012, 2014, 2016, and he's not going to be able to match that
I disagree.
new energy.
I disagree.
So it all depends. Because Jay-Z got.
He doesn't have Bam from 444. Like there's no DMX joint that can match that in from 2018.
Yo, I don't think.
No. We're talking about, but
I understand what y'all saying. There's what's the 20? That's the 20 best joints. 20 best joints. It's a toss up. It we'll see. But I mean, I'd have to make that.
So let me ask you a question. If you had to pick 20 Jay-Z songs to battle against them, like to battle,
not Jay-Z.
Hold up.
20 songs.
Hold up.
We're talking about Jay-Z's best work.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna pose this question.
Are you talking about versus?
Yeah, versus. So if you taking 20 of Jay-Z songs to put in a battle against anybody, how many of those records are really from anything? Like how many legit records are coming after 2012 anyway? You might pull one from 444 in a battle. What are you gonna pull from 444 to put in a battle?
I don't think so. I don't think he would. I think the latest song that he can actually pull out is "Show Me What You Got," and that was from Kingdom Come.
And that's not. I'm not saying Jay-Z don't have hit records on any of those albums. I'm saying it's like if he's going to battle against. If he's going to battle, like if he battle against Drake, then yeah, he might be able to use newer records that a younger audience is going to be listening to will pick. But if you're going against DMX, what's the audience going to be? The audience going to be 30 and over for the most part, right?
Or if he does use it, now I know for a fact he can't use anything from 444, but maybe Magna Carta, he can use maybe 1 or 2 records from that album.
I don't think so.
So, but my thing is this:
Rick Ross.
No.
That should go hard.
I think he can use that. He can use Tom Ford. He can use Picasso, baby. He can use a couple of those records. But what I'm saying is,
bro,
when you going up against X, like Hove, don't like what Hove record can you when I can if me and you was doing it, I'll play Hard White from DMX with the locks on it. Like that joint go hard. You know what I'm saying? What's my name? DMX, I be the best. You see that joint went hard. Like he had hard records that would like it'd be one thing if you just hard for no reason niggas don't believe you. Like you believe him. You buy into DMX's catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
so
don't you ever fuck around, nigga. Don't
so act like listen, this I was talking to somebody else. I said, it's funny how you could talk about what are hits, right? And how do you determine what a hits? Are you gonna go off Billboard success what a hit is? Like who determine what a hit is? So if you're going off Billboard to determine a hit, then you can't dismiss the sales. So if you dismiss the sales, then you can't go off the hits because they're gonna say, oh well, you want to take this record and how much that did. So now you're gonna go off album cuts. If I'm going off album cuts and I'm doing DMX, I'm putting X is coming for you on that list. I'm putting
one from a nigga. That'll be the closing joint.
Like that's a hard record though. And now it resonates with the youth because of that, you know what I'm saying, that little viral video that was going around when all the girls love that record. So that joint got recycled. Hov don't have no recycled music right now. He needed his team to figure out a record to get him recycled with the youth.
Or get it on the floor.
Like he got records, and don't get me wrong, I love Hov, and I don't think it'll be a slam dunk that X is going to win. But what I'm saying is, if just like Swiss Beats arguably won against Timberland, DMX can win against Jay-Z. He can. I mean, like I said, that 24 hours to live, 24 left record, come on, like hard.
Or if he plays that Money, Power, Respect.
A lot of Hov's hardest records when he had to come hard, he was with X. So you can't even count those records. You can't count It's Murder. You can't count his Blackout verse.
You can't. Who plays the blackout?
You don't play the ones where everybody's on.
That'll be excluded from the verses.
Yeah, that's what T-Pain and John did.
So
I don't know, bro.
It'll be a beautiful thing to see. I would love to see them go up against each other. But the one thing
happen.
No,
the only way it would really happen, the only way you're gonna get an X versus Hov is if it's proxy. It'll have to be a proxy type battle where it's like you doing X beats, like you probably have Swiss beats. You probably have Swiss beats representing X, and then have somebody represent Hov, and then y'all just going playlist. But Hov's not gonna do that. He's
not gonna do
he's
that.
too above that type of stuff.
Yeah, same thing with people talking about Diddy versus Dr. Dre. It's not gonna happen.
Diddy would do it. Diddy be on Dre.
Diddy would do it. No, don't get me wrong. Diddy would do that. But Dr. Dre, he's not gonna do that. He's in the same mindset with Jay. It's he's not excited. He's not excited. So
I would love to hear somebody go, you know what I mean, and do that playlist though, and do their version of it. Because what does DMX have that I can hear that can go up against the Watcher too? Like, I don't know.
The what?
The Watcher too. Like, Squeeze First. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay. First of all.
YMPD.
Hold on. Squeeze First. That's not even Jay-Z's record. That's Beanie Siegel's record. Right?
No, it's not. No. We're talking about a different record. We're talking about different records. That Bean's not on it.
Squeeze First from Rock Loud Familiar?
Yeah.
That's Beanie Siegel's verse.
Bean's not on that record.
Verse, bro.
Which verse?
Squeeze First. Beanie Siegel's like, well, man, you shouldn't be walking like. No, he said,
You're talking about a different record, bro.
Nah, it's Rock Loud Familiar, bro.
It's the only song that Jay-Z's on by himself. Squeeze First is the only record that Jay-Z's on by himself on that album, bro.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. You're thinking about Where Have You Been?
Nah.
No.
I know what you're talking about. You talking about which one you talking about, Felix? Sieg's on that one.
That's a Bean song. That's the ROC.
That's not Squeeze First though, is it?
No, Squeeze First is you cannot fuck with Sean Corey. I mean that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I can't see nobody. X, I love X, bro. That's why I don't even like doing stuff like this, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to shit on one or the other. You know what I mean?
Bad boys do bad things for mentality. Bad boy, not Puff or Mike Larry.
Yeah.
Would have been proud of me.
Yes.
He killed that record.
Burnem, what's up, Big Burnem?
What's good with it, fellas?
What's going on?
Bro.
So I invited you gentlemen here so we can talk about a little bit of battle rap. Brian had a couple of topics we wanted to talk about, but before that, we got wrapped up in this DMX versus Jay-Z 20-song battle, and everybody was talking about how DMX ain't have a chance, and we in here on the contrary.
Yeah, I caught the back end of that, and you know what I mean, DMX ain't got a chance.
Oh
my God, Jesus,
Lord Jesus,
the disrespect, yo.
Oh Lord Jesus,
the disrespect.
Hey,
that's why y'all drafted Jalen Hurts. Goddamn it.
Hey, real quick. What's DMX gonna play when Jay-Z play 1,000,001?
He can play anything he want.
It's not gonna do nothing.
Yo.
All right, so that's a good question. That's a good question. When X plays Slippin', what is Hov gonna come with? Nothing. He don't have nothing touching Slippin'.
And
like that emotion.
When X play, bring your whole crew. What Jay-Z gonna play?
Nothing.
Hold on. Did you forget that Jay-Z wrote You must love me, or I must love you. What's the song where he talked about shooting his brother?
It ain't the same though. I love Kelly Price. I love Kelly Price.
Hold on. I just want to say this, Bobby. First of all, I'm just gonna be on my Stephen A. Mode right now. What you just said was so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. You're out of pocket right now. We're talking crazy right now. That is totally you should be ashamed of yourself for even selling yourself like that. Now, anyway, let me say this. When DMX play a record with Aaliyah, what is Jay-Z gonna play?
Jay-Z can play any song with Beyonce.
Okay.
No, I don't think you heard the question. When DMX play featuring Aaliyah, what is Jay-Z gonna play?
I play Dangerous in Love.
He got to lose that round.
Upgrade
it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
He got to lose that round.
Hey, it's gonna be.
So I mean, that's clear though. They both got songs. They both. That's one thing. They both have songs. They both have songs that when you play them, you gotta play a weaker record just to sacrifice the round.
Right.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. How do you choose? Like, if they go 20 tracks, like how do you choose? You know what I mean? They both got.
It's gonna be a battle of styles. It's gonna be a battle of styles, definitely. But my whole thing was what the start of the conversation wasn't whether or not I think DMX or Hov can win. It's that notion that Hov is about to wash X. That's crazy.
Like Bobby said, DMX have no chance. Like, come on, bro. Really? Please don't forget.
No chance. It's not no chance.
Was that nigga, bro?
Chance. I can't say no chance. X is a legend. I can't say no chance, but I mean,
X was running shit till 2003, bro.
So
I don't know about that one either.
But listen, listen. So
let me educate you, bro.
You don't have to ask me. I was there. I was there, my dude. I was around. I was around. I was outside, bro. I was outside. I was outside. Grand Champ is slippery, bro. I can't. No, bro. Don't look at me crazy.
Grand Champ got records, bro. Grand Champ got records. But
it has records, but it was. It's not. It's dark, and it's not. It's definitely not a flesh around flesh. Like, come on, bro. I don't.
No, it's not. It's not. But okay, so listen.
And the Great Depression is better than Grand Champ. Like,
I don't think so. I think Grand Champ is better.
He was going in the wrong direction.
I think Grand Champs was better. Grand Champs was better than Great Depression. I think he had to come off his high horse a little bit, and then Grand Champs is better.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I think Grand Champs is better than Kingdom Come though.
That's fair.
No, but listen. So listen. I want to take advantage of having our three guests.
Let's
and I want listen. We can talk about DMX and any given day of the week. I got Burnem. We got Tony Rocka, and we got Felix the God. I want to talk about some battle rap.
Hey, okay. Brian
had a couple of things he want to talk about.
I want to ask. We're gonna get the Norbs, but I want to ask about. We're gonna get the Norbs.
How you get fired on your day off, bro?
Burn. Burn, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. What's up?
Because I had to have an opinion on this.
Jesus Christ!
A month ago, my man Adi Boom got out of prison and battled Big K.
Mm-hmm.
And Big K put his paperwork out in the street.
First round.
In the first round.
Immediately.
And my man,
that was bad.
So how'd you feel about that, bro? Like he's right in the town right next to you, bro. So I want to hear how you felt about it when you saw that.
First of all, let me go on record and say that not only he's not from the town next to me, he's from my town.
Okay.
I've known Adi Boom since he was 14 years old.
Oh,
Adi Boom was coming to, the studio that I used to record at. And my partner now that we got the studio and the radio station together, he calls him uncle. Like, so wow. I know Adi. That's bro. You know what I mean? I was in Atlanta behind him for that battle. I was there. I was in Atlanta.
Adi Boom, is he from Philly or he's from Jersey?
He's from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I heard about Adi Boom because of, you know, the affiliation, or like those rumors talking about, you know, Surf had a ghostwriter and it was Ali, you know, it was Adi Boom and all that kind of stuff. So
before he went in. Yeah, before he went in.
yeah.
So how did you feel when that happened live?
All right, so like I said, I was behind them. So when it happened and I was there, behind the scenes, what y'all don't see is it was gonna be a massacre there that night. It was, you know what I mean? Like during the battle, during like his crew started getting a little rowdy because it, you know what I mean? But we had so many numbers, it was like, what really are y'all saying? So it was like going back and forth. Cats were screaming they sets and all that. But after the battle was over, like Big K got pressed. You know what I mean? Outside, like, you know what I mean? Like we in there, we needed to know what happened. He got pressed. But being right there, listening to it, I had knew of the situation already. Like I said, that's my bro. When he came, you know what I mean? I'm documented. When he first came home, like I got videos of me going to see him. You feel me? Like,
right. All good. No, I just because I didn't see the paper. I don't know. I don't even want to say if he is or isn't. I'm not setting a verdict on that. What my thing is, like, once that label is on you, I mean, how do you even navigate after that? Like, how do you feel he can navigate after that?
Is he still there? I think he still got another battle though.
What's that?
He about to battle Ines.
So how okay, so
okay, so all right, but hold on, real quick, B-Daz. Real quick.
Yeah.
So coming from that to now, how everything is transcended, like the truth is, you know what I mean, the truth is about to come out. There's gonna be once this, you know, pandemic and all that is over, the truth is gonna come out to where it is. So, you know what I mean? I wish bro the best of luck on that aspect to get his career back together, because he was supposed to battle DNA 2 weeks.
And DNA backed out.
Yeah, DNA backed out.
They said DNA had the same information. That's why he didn't do the battle.
And he had another battle as well that also got canceled.
That's crazy. So Good. I saw an interview with 15 Minutes of Fame, and Goods is kind of saying what you're saying, that that Adi has some information, or is collecting the information to, you know what I mean, get everything right as far as his name is concerned. But
right.
How did you how did you feel about the battle just in general? How did you feel Adi did, like, coming back?
Bar-wise, he did good.
Yeah, the bars was good. The bars.
I still have him. Big K's impact already just knocked. Like, everyone didn't want to hear the bars anymore. They like, oh shit,
the breath out of the whole room.
Nitty gritty.
My fault.
Like, it's true, shit like that.
I just pulled up to the crib. Yeah, that first round just took all the air out the room. Yeah. It definitely did. You know what I mean? Being there, like, it was just, after that first round, it was really nothing that Boom could have said. Lyrically, Boom won the battle. Bar-wise, he won the battle, clearly. But that first round, man, that was crazy. His first round was crazy. It wasn't even bar heavy. It was just, damn, you about to try to force feed us this information like this? Like,
when I saw it, I didn't know about it. So when I was watching AR, we're about to get to this North situation, but I was watching ARP talk, and I saw it come up, and I'm like, dog, like, Adi, like damn, like, I don't know, man. It's hard, like, and I get where I don't know what happened after the battle or whatever. It's hard once, like, Sue Surf even has that on him a little bit, and or especially early on, he's kind of like, you know, he rose above it. because there's no paperwork, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think people got paperwork
There's no
to
paper.
say
There's
that
no
he
never,
paperwork
yeah,
on
never,
bro.
never had no
For
paperwork.
all the
waiting-
years
I was-
he's been accused of snitching, no one got paperwork on him.
I was waiting for Tony to say something. You know, he's gonna rap for
Me
Sir.
and him just talked about this last. We was at his house last week.
So when I see somebody bring it's a prop, no matter how real it is, it's a prop. But I was just thinking about that earlier. It's like, damn, somebody like, you know what I mean? It's public information. And that's one of the worst things, especially as a gangster like Sharon. If Sharon had something like that on him, that's different.
No one cares. He's not in the streets.
Right. But, you know what I mean?
But
Somebody
it
like
will hurt even more, though. It will hurt even more.
absolutely. I mean, he's a white dude that's snitching on people. That's crazy. That'd be crazy. But,
I'd be ugly.
Seeing somebody that like should get some props for, you know what I mean, getting a bid, doing a bid for whatever he did. Not props. I don't know. See, that's
In the street is props.
The black man in me says you shouldn't get props for going to prison. But anyway, in the field that he's in, to get the credibility that he gets for going to prison and coming out, and the pen that he has, to the first day out, not literally, but the first time he's out in public, to have that pinned on you, like that's got to be one of the wildest situations in battle rap since maybe like since Adi Boom said he's writing for Sir or something like that.
But get into the mind of having to deal with it. Millions of people. Every time a video's posted, you got to sit there and read them comments, and you got to, you know what I mean? It's like that part is crazy. Like he can't even post on his page without somebody coming under one of his posts and saying something negative. You know what I mean? Like, so that aspect of it is probably, you know what I mean, worse. I think that's worse than having to stand on stage and take it.
Right. Man, so all right. What did you think about the battle rap? Like just as far as
Adi?
Yeah.
Like we said, bar wise, Adi Boom, watch Big K. I mean, Big K really don't win battles like that to me no more.
No.
Like, it just be like first round heavy, second round, third round. He just trying to get out of there. But yeah, after the first round, it's like, all right, second, third, more of the same shit. Really what, you know what I'm saying? Like no new angles, nothing, just really pressing that button. But Adi Boom, every round, bars, like talk about the same shit. But like I said, like once the paperwork went out, no one's like tuned in. They trying to get through the paperwork while you rapping and shit. Big K like, page 3, you know what I'm saying? Big K talking right. Hey, it's right there, page 3. Yeah, look, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was.
So I mean, it was the L. Like I didn't watch the battle when it happened because I was watching the Smack event, so I watched that one. In fact, recap that battle later, and everybody.
I was so pissed, man. I was so fucking pissed, man.
What did you say, Felix?
I was so fucking pissed, man.
At the Smack joint, at the RB.
Oh my god, bro! I wasted my night, bro. I had to head out. I had to head out to DC with my ex just to party, man, because the caffeine stream was so awful. I
remember.
It fucked the whole mood. Because I was debating, I was like, should I watch the ARP joint? The RBE joint, or the Smack joint? And because caffeine was, it was free and the quality was super dope. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
So here's the thing with that. Like, I didn't speak on it in the group, but if you know my track record for stuff like that, I would have seen it coming a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Just like I said,
that.
I'm always skeptical of how these platforms can handle that new wave that big. Like you getting URL.
Yeah.
Like they should have started. They should. I get it. They want to hit it real hard with URL, but they should have done it with a smaller league first, where they weren't gonna have it.
Or just did it with a smaller event.
Yeah, that was a partnership with Drake.
Like they should have done like a concert. They should have done something different, where it's like not necessarily your big arena concert. Maybe when you go and do one of these smaller club joints and do that first.
Like yeah. They don't on there.
Because you got so many people who watch battle rap who don't go to events. And that was their closest. This was gonna be their first chance at having more of an at the event experience. They did the backstage, and that would have been like the thought process is dope. But it's just like when we talked about the Disney Plus, I said, yo, I expected to crash because everybody's going to jump on Disney Plus all at one time. Everybody, and that's exactly what happened. Everybody jumped on Caffeine all at one time.
I'm actually disappointed with the URL, to be honest with you. I felt like I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I should have supported RBE because ARP, he's humble as hell. But it's just some of the stuff that URL has not, take ownership and to give back to the fans. Like, for instance, Smack Volume, I think it was Smack Volume 5. I can't remember, but it was supposed to be Twerk versus Av. That battle never happened. All right, we're gonna, and a lot of people like myself, we want to see that battle. And Smack was like, you know what, we're gonna make it up to the fans and blah blah blah. Then they posted, you know what, the people who are gonna watch Royalty, we're going to add in the card for Twerk versus Av. The battle yet it didn't open. You know what I'm saying? And then this new Genesis, the whole stream was ass. Like, it was just bad. And then they didn't make no announcement. You know what? We're sorry for the people, you know what I'm saying, that tune in and watch our content. You know what? This is something for y'all. Boom. Just to own up for the mistake they made.
Done that before though.
They done it, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really, like, both those incidents, they said Av and Twerk both said it was on Twerk. The first one was because of the family issue, and then, like, the second
the other one was the gun situation. His car got lit up, whatnot. But I'm just saying, like, stuff like that. And not only that, okay, Genesis was horrible. The card was horrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was horrible. I felt the battle of the night was... Yeah, that was the battle of the night. That was the battle of the night. I feel like URL needs a chill, humble pie because they're feeling themselves a little bit more. And not only that, RBE joint, the Adi Boom versus Big K, the Sharon versus Chef Trez. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Hey, real quick, wait till y'all see that Mac Myron versus Show Off battle.
Yeah, I want to see that. I really want to see Show Off. I was on it. Yeah, I want to see that.
I was on stage for that one too. That one was a real crazy battle.
So leading to that, you saying, talking about URL taking humble pie, whatever. Do you think URL is turning corporate? I'm gonna ask that before
They're corporate.
Real.
Yeah, they're corporate already.
They're corporate.
Right, so they fired. Like, this is the second topic that I really wanted to get into. This is the biggest, news of the week or news of the week and a half or so. Norbs was let go by URL, and if you don't know who Norbs is, Street Star Norbs is kind of like the recruiter. He eyes new talent. And not y'all. I'm not saying y'all don't know, but this is getting recorded, and we're gonna put it out.
He's like the
audience.
Who was the manager for the Bulls when MJ was playing?
Krause.
Yeah, that's him. He's built like Krause.
He's like the kind of like the GM.
Krause.
Yeah, like he wasn't. He's not as like he wasn't the business guy, but he found the new guy. So how do y'all feel about Norbs as a guy? Okay, my bad.
Before you ask that question, this is what I would like for you guys to do for people who are listening who aren't, because this is our first time really talking about battle rap on our pod. So some of our audience members may not be as familiar with battle rap. Before we talk about Norbs actually being fired, sort of like explain why he's a contentious figure in battle rap.
Okay.
Before y'all talk about that.
Okay, I'll do that. Street Star Norbs, recruiter for URL. There's been some, like, a lot of, first of all, he's been labeled as a snake throughout the business. ARP co-owner of RBE,
RBE.
has called him out several times over the last 7 years about some of the backwards, like the double, double talk that he gives. He talks about he talks down on bloggers, but then he wants to start a blog. He's talks down on other battle leagues, but then he's trying to poach your talent. He says he doesn't watch any battle leagues, but now he respects ARP and RBE and wants, maybe he can do some work. So to that, ARP did do a blog about this recently.
I saw that.
Ether.
Yeah, he crushed them. And so, but
are we finished or are we done?
Yeah, exactly. So Norbs as the recruiter there's rumors, there's alleged that he took money. He takes money to get guys on. He maybe smashes a joint to get battlers on.
Oh wow, that's deep.
All alleged, all rumors. He takes favors to get to put people in position, and then he overlooks some of the maybe even more talented guys. And so that's who Norbs is.
He has a lot of fuckery that
Yeah,
and,
it follows him. His name is attached to a lot of bullshit. Yeah,
you will pay him money to see if you get your battle out. In the public, and it doesn't happen. Or for instance, like I think the biggest fuckery he did was he was messing around with Twerk's baby mom, like sending like crazy.
Allegedly.
No, it's facts, bro. Like, it's facts. It's facts.
Allegedly.
That's facts.
Allegedly.
But he got his ass whooped for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, and that's why I wanted to circle back to saying is URL corporate, because somebody fighting backstage maybe 5-6 years ago at a URL rent, does that hit the radar?
No. But the problem
somebody fighting. That's there, and saying he's staff.
The problem was that it was not during the event. That was the day. That was the day before.
Yeah.
Now, if it was on the event, then yeah, something would have happened. Look at what happened to Murder Mook. He's not getting booked in URL.
Now that Twerk and Norbs fight happened the night before. It happened in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were at face-offs, and the video started circulating around. So
wow.
So it was a little crazy because, like I said, we was in Atlanta, so everything was on. But this is how you could tell that URL is corporate now. When have they ever severed ties with any battle rapper, any affiliation? Like when they stopped messing with Exclusive Vodka, you know what I mean? And they was messing with the cigar
They
dude,
sent a
right?
press release out.
Al Capone
When did they ever have a press release about it?
Right.
They're corporate now. They have to do this. This is part of their growing business. Like, they're definitely corporate.
Saying that, I'm gonna get back to Norbs. This is an interesting conversation that we're about to have. URL, and let's just talk about being corporate and how that works when your your content can't be monetized on YouTube because of certain things that you say. Like I'm not even gonna say the F word right now. So that gets swung around like a like a frisbee. Like how do you be corporate and do that?
Well, I guess that's part of. See when you say corporate, like you can think of like corporate America, but then you can think corporate as in a Black community. So I think as far as Black community corporate goes, right? I think that that's where they're at. They're starting to they're doing partnerships with Drake and Caffeine. So like this is, you know what I mean, that's considered big for battle rap. It's never been done. So it's like, yeah, Smack is the innovator, but what he's doing is
it has been done.
What for a platform like this?
On that level?
KLTD. Drake kind of sponsored them with the whole blackout thing.
not with a whole.
Yeah, not taking deals and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
I
that's
think-
it.
That's much money behind it.
right. I think this is kind of moving the culture a little bit further than, you know what I mean, that sponsored event. But definitely, Drake's a fan of battle rap, so he's going to invest in it, and this is one of those signs. But I definitely think that, you know what I mean, they're shifting the tide.
All right, so going back to the Street Star Norbs, and how that affects how does that affect URL's need to get new talent?
They already working on a Crucible, that joint. They're taking 2 people on Instagram and like doing their best verses and shit, and like see everybody pick like, oh, I like him, I fuck with him.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a good way to put out new talent. But I think, I feel like we can't, despite the fuckery that Norms have done, you know what I'm saying? He did bring, New Jersey Twerk. He was one responsible for Chess. He was responsible for Geechee Gotti, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think there's another person that's able to, like, you know what I'm saying, fill in that void, you know what I'm saying, to replace Norbs, despite of the fuck shit that he's been doing.
Did y'all? Do you watch the PGs like that? Did you watch all the PG battles like that?
Not all of them.
I fell off the PGs a little bit, but I started early.
When I watched PGs, it was more so if I already like probably saw a battle rapper before they got on URL. Like I, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I fuck with Youngin from that league. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he on this joint now. Let me check him out. See what he do. Because there's a lot of pit fight battles that I watch. You know what I'm saying? And their PGs, I'm like, yeah, they doing good. You know what I'm saying? Keep up that way. But most of the dudes, I'm like this. I don't want to watch that battle type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it's a real live. Nah, seriously, no funny shit. So I feel it's a real live, like the way they doing it now. I don't know what else they gonna do with the Crucible shit, if they gonna take it to like, you know what I'm saying, the app or whatever. But for right now, like that's gonna get y'all most views anyway. Like I said, most people don't watch PGs anyway. So if you just on Instagram, they, you know what I'm saying, let me just check out this verse real quick. All right, dope verse. Let me check him out. I feel as though it's, you know what I'm saying, evens out.
I'm interested to see what else they're going to do with Caffeine though, or if that was like I want to know what else they have in the works.
It sounded like once
they showing battles and all that on it now.
Yeah,
I'm talking about as far as like live events, like what do they got? Like are they like I said, are they going to like start doing like something smaller? Like my thing is, I think they should have like to cater to the fans for that sloppy one. Like I would have a battle and wouldn't announce it. Or I would announce that somebody's gonna battle, but don't say when, and then like flash like limited promotion, just put it on the Caffeine app and have a small amount of people view it, and then
they just had an event. They just had.
And now it looks like you can't keep up now because your numbers gonna drastically change from that. Just be like, oh, just pop it up at the last minute.
No, but what I'm saying is, like when you do it, and then you start advertising it like on like as it goes, like you know what I'm saying, like launch it like that. Don't start the battle like off immediately, but like launch the event. Like people would start watching the backstage, and then they start to like broaden the platform and letting everybody know.
To be honest with you,
Now,
I strongly feel that they should record the event, and they should have it, like live, whatever. People who are there in the building, they should record the event and then just broadcast that on Caffeine, because so many. I don't think they can handle all that traffic. Like, and we're gonna see tomorrow. We're gonna see tomorrow with the whole.
That'll be just like your YouTube though. If you record it early, the people who are in the building, they're gonna be tweeting about it. You're gonna hear all the dope bars already. You're gonna hear what happened. Somebody pop off.
Or if they enforce to turn off their phones, which they would do.
They'll get tweeted out.
I mean, it's
you hear that?
They can do that. They can do that. They can like leave your phone in the car. They can do that.
My only thing, I just hope that they I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what type of innovations they plan on bringing with this aspect of the game, where you got
I
the
feel
live
like they
stream.
should bring back to the watchbattlelive.com. I feel like I don't mind paying for a pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying?
The reason they stopped doing watch battles because so many people was pirating that joint. Yeah, that's
still pirating
caffeine was free, so I don't.
Not caffeine, but the URL TV app.
But
yeah, but I mean now we'll see what happens.
As soon as you post a battle, they got that shit taken off immediately.
What's that?
As soon as you post a battle, URL a battle, they get taken off immediately.
I mean, not on Reddit. Not. I mean, so it was enough that I don't think they're looking for more and more ways to capitalize before they even have to put cash in hand. So Watch Battle Live is you giving us money. You giving us money. Caffeine already put the bread up. You know what I mean? There's already paper in the hand, so they don't have to worry about who's pirating what content. So and then they can get they can do private, you know what I mean, not private but like paid, you know, VOD or whatever live events. So I think they're worrying about how to make money without having to worry about the door, like how many people are in the event. Or whatever. So caffeine is an interesting platform. That's why it's hopefully they readjust their servers and all that.
With you saying that URL is going to have a tough time replacing Norb as far as a recruiter.
I didn't say tough time. I just
you don't think he was? You sort of called him irreplaceable, bro. You sort of called him irreplaceable. You sort of did.
I just named you four. You did. Four top tiers.
So
top tiers. They're in the URL roster right now. They're top right now.
So RBE is legit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do they overthrow URL as the number one?
No.
They don't have the.
What keeps them from overthrowing URL as the number one? Name?
The URL.
Yeah, the name?
Yeah. The name, the battlers, the URL got locked in.
They want to go to URL. The only one who go back to URL, the ones who was on URL and got kicked off, who can't go back. Right. But they talk shit about URL on RBE to make our ARP happen.
The reason why I asked you guys this because obviously I would lend you guys expertise on this matter, but what I see a lot of times is the battles that people sort of wanted to see. It seems like RBE is more likely to put those battles together.
But you gotta understand, those are not RBE's artists. Those are former URL artists. You know what I'm saying?
Former.
Yeah. Or current. It depends.
Well,
you know what I'm
saying? So basically you're saying that URL is is going to be the top dog just off the fact that they have these artists or these rappers.
They break battle rap.
I'll try to explain it the best way possible. And I had to tell this to somebody. URL is WWE.
Okay.
Exactly. RBE is AEW.
Say no more.
When a wrestler leaves, more than likely you're gonna go one or two places. You're gonna go to KOTD, which is like New Japan, or you're gonna go to AEW.
Ring of Honor.
It is. So you know what I mean? But see with RBE, the thing about ARP, the way he structures his battles is he's gonna bring you the battles that you want to see. He's gonna put two names together that, you know what I mean? Like ARP always put a dope card together with you know what I mean, lower tiers of talent. I will say.
But I think what whatchamacallit, ARP, if he can like groom some nice people who have never heard of artists, groom them. Not only that, like I said before, this was my first time actually experiencing this joint with Sharon and Chef Trez.
Crazy.
The fourth round, I was crazy. Like, holy fucking shit! It was a game changer.
You talking about the Sharon one? The one is
the freestyle. You know what I'm saying? The freestyle.
Crazy.
That whole battle was crazy.
Yeah,
URL. That whole battle was crazy.
I've never seen that on URL. I've never seen that at KOTD. I've never seen that on UW League. I've never seen that in Gardeners of the Culture. Like I've never seen that. If
KLTD
if RBE continues to do that, bro.
KLTD never did something like that?
No.
No,
they be
not
doing
like
like
that.
weird stuff like the compliment battles and stuff like that. I figured they would have been doing that before.
Yeah, I mean they innovate, they try. I think what
And that's why I asked you guys. That's why I asked you guys. I feel like I feel like RBE is like more. They seem more innovative, whereas URL is sound based on the way you guys are like the gripes of you plus other rumors that I hear off like outside of this is that URL is like sort of like coasting off that name in a sense.
No, not just the name, because they still put the work in to have that name though.
They still break artists. Like at the end of the day, they still they want to break artists because they want to sign them to their contract and be exclusive. Mm-hmm. So, but I think what's good about ARP has and what he's done, he's raised his level. RB's raised the level from like 7 years ago because Adi Boom actually started on RB, and that's what I saw.
I think
it's kind of, yes, I think it was against Goods.
So yeah, well that was 5 years ago.
That was
the animal.
He started on Smack though, didn't he?
I don't remember that.
I think he went back to RB.
He was on
Adi
Boom was on BET.
Yeah, he was somewhere first. Then he went to RB.
Yeah, he was on the UFF.
Yeah, UFF. So what RB has done to me they've supplanted KOTD. So to me, it's 3 leagues. It's URL, it's RB now, and KOTD.
Nah, I think KOTD is 2.
It's still I don't think it's 2 anymore.
Name-wise, possibly, but content-wise, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, content-wise, I don't think it's 2 anymore.
Because RB, they've been giving you the top tier by like.
The only reason why the reason why I did KLTD number 2 because they have the originality of the championship match. No league has done that where whoever wins is the face of the league and you get a necklace. You know what I'm saying? Like a chain. You know what I'm saying? Like a title. Like I am the champion of you know what I'm saying of this league. That's why I gave KOTD. You know what I'm saying? Number 2. But yeah, RBE is like. It's debatable.
I think maybe if we had this debate 4 years ago, it's easy. KOTD's number 2.
Yeah.
But
when ARP got Mook the Battle Verb, they surpassed KOTD to me.
Like RBE, they don't mind throwing you that bag. Smack, they gonna be like, look, bruh, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Work with the team. RBE be like, y'all don't want that battle? What you want? I got you. Come on, fuck it. Hey, we got a classic on our ass. And like people like when they go to RBE, they like to work. You know what I'm saying? They do good work. It's not like you pay them the money and they be like, bullshit.
So you got URL, you got King of the Dot, you got RBE. If you were to be putting somebody onto another battle league, like a 3rd tier battle league, what would it be?
John has a league. John the Don.
Guardians of the Culture.
Okay.
I haven't heard it. Okay.
I'm biased. I'm gonna go for the home team, man. Garden, Gates of the Garden with Dre Dennis.
I'm saying, yeah, Gates of the Garden. They do good work. I like that shit.
Yeah, they definitely.
How did that one work though? Do you got to pay the battle in there? I heard they was like paying top 10 names of the battle in Gates of the Garden.
Who was paying?
Some battle rappers pay top tier battlers on their lead to battle them on that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't hear that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I heard. I think battle rap trap.
What else? What other league that is on right now that they did the T-Rex versus Tay-Rock?
What about the DC Capital Battlegrounds? How y'all feel about that one?
That's what I used to watch the DC artists.
Yeah, I mean, I like it because that's you know like you know what I mean. Burn said that's the home team for us. I like watching all the local, like not all the local. There's a couple local battles, you know, in spots. There was a joint in Baltimore that Danger Zone came out of a while, you know.
Oh yeah, Danger Zone.
Yeah, Danger Zone. He from PG, right?
He's from PG. I forgot about it. Is he still with Rider Block?
No,
I don't even know if
I think
Ryder's
Writer's Block
around no
kind
more.
of broke up. Yeah, but Danger Zone just had a battle. He just battled Chilla Jones on the quarantine on the URL app.
Where?
Now I got it.
Yeah,
Now I
so
got it.
he had a smack. So I'm pretty sure once they do live events, he'll get another look.
I thought
So
Chilla Jones did a battle with Geechee with the quarantine.
They did too. Yep.
I got to check that shit out.
Tiller sounds like he's back in the business. I that's what I'm saying. Like I like to try to find guys like Spit That Heat was like that way back. Not way back, but like 6-7 years ago. I love watching that. Milltown Blow and whatever until he disintegrated or whatever. And then they come and go. They come and go. Like it's like what's the joint that A-Verb and them was battling on? I can't remember. Was that
From Chicago?
Street Status.
Yeah,
Oh,
Street
and
Status.
Guerrilla Warfare?
Black Ice too. Black Ice as well.
Black Ice, yeah, Black Cartel.
Black
all
Cartel.
that.
Yeah. There's a couple. You got a few of them. At that right below. And if a battler gets a good battle with a top tier name or a second tier name, that you'll see some of these up and comers
Hey B, who you checking for though? Like who the guy that you like when you hear that they got something coming out, you running to go check that.
If I hear A-Verse battling, I'm watching that. If I hear Lux battling, I'm watching.
I was actually about to ask the same question. I was curious who you guys looking for right now.
I like B-Dot too. Like if B-Dot's
B-Dot
nice. B-Dot need a good look right now. If he get a good look with a good battle.
Yeah, if B-Dot's rapping, I want to hear that. Yeah.
B-Dot was dancing.
You know who
circles against Rum Nitty.
You say he got circles around him?
He was run. Oh my God, it was bad.
I know y'all might give me shit on this, but whenever I hear Mike P got a battle, I gotta catch.
I like Mike P.
Mike P. Mike. He's very entertaining. That's why I like watching Mike P battle. So when I hear Mike P's battling, I definitely got to check him out.
He on the run. I like him. Well,
my guy used to be Bill Collector. So when I used to hear Bill Collector had a battle, I had to watch it.
Bill Collector jokes too much, man. I can't take
got the burner. You know I got the burner. Yeah, I know Bill Collector's my guy.
If JC's battling somebody, I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in. Like
it depends.
They don't give me shit about that, but I love JC's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Man, Nitty is definitely my guy right now. I'm definitely quick to watch a Nitty battle because he's, he's just
super dope.
He always delivers. He's bar
super
heavy.
Dope. Yeah.
And if I want to watch a good performance, I'm checking for Twerk.
I think
putting it in that small room.
I got Geechee, man. I just want to see
that is dope.
Geechee. His rebuttal is crazy. Like he's elevating every time he battles.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Geechee? Like I feel like he got the most arrogant line out of everybody. Every bar.
Every fucking bar.
Every fucking bar.
Oh man.
Thing I like about Geechee is he sounds believable. Like you.
That joke was
you believe
it. Nigga, you a bitch.
That joke got me dying laughing.
Damn.
This nigga, he should be a comedian though. It was him and the sexy chocolate what's her name? Coffee versus Cortez and Misfit.
Yeah.
And so Geechee was like, so we got Geechee and Coffee, and then Coffee's like, nigga, you's a bitch. And then Geechee was like, yo, what the fuck you doing, cuz? Said, don't ever fucking say that again. Start from the beginning. And I thought it was for real. And then Coffee was playing it cool. He said, all right, so we got Coffee and Geechee versus, and then Geechee was like, bitch, you's a nigga. I was like, yo. I was dying hard, yo. This nigga's funny as shit.
Somebody had a spark that hasn't really like fulfilled his potential was Av. Av's few like 4 or 5. Av was nice. He lost a couple like back to back.
What's your favorite Av battle?
I like
Av and Nitty. Av and Nitty.
Nitty or adverse.
He
Him
killed
versus
Arsenal,
Chess.
bro.
Yeah.
I like my favorite one is the one versus Chess.
Like I said, them two, Av and Nitty, adverse chess. But Av and Nitty was better though.
Av
Back
and
and
Nitty,
forth.
classic.
Back and forth.
How about Av versus Shug?
Av versus Sir is nice. Yeah.
So listen, I don't want to get too. Listen, we get this a rabbit hole here, and I want to save this for the. Listen, I want to bring y'all back. So we can talk about favorites and goats. I want to bring y'all back so we can talk favorites and goats.
Definitely not Mook.
Topic, man.
I want
Definitely not
favorite
Mook.
battles, favorite battle rappers. Like I want all that. I want all that. But we're gonna say that for the next episode.
All right,
The next episode.
To be
But I just want
continued.
I want to thank you, gentlemen, for logging in with us tonight. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to some more great battle rap talk. You on the ride up?
All right.
HCTR.
Hey. I appreciate
Somebody
you,
farted.
man.
Of
Peace.
course, man.